Hey Turf fans, it is Mr. Smiley here with another Terps Win B1G War Recap. This one a 71-59 victory against yet another indistinguishable South Korean clan. They actually were pretty decent until about the end when I think they realized that they didn't really have much of a choice, so they went out like a punk bitch and they didn't use their last 8 attacks, even though a lot of them were pretty high and they probably could have gotten some stars with them. But whatever, you get what the spin gives you. So let's go ahead and get into a couple of nice attacks. Some of their upper bases weren't too bad, but these bases were nothing special. But I want to show some of the scouting that went into this and some of the thought process that went into it. So we're going to bring back Mr. Clicky here, the telestrator, and I'm going to show you a couple things that our guys did really well in scouting and also during the attack. So if you look at this base, this is not a great base. It's you can see that there aren't very many interior spaces for double giant bombs. This one is not big enough, so maybe you only have one bomb there. Here's an area here for a bomb. No big deal there. Here's an area where I think Rob thought there might have been a double giant bomb there. You also could have had a double giant bomb here. You could have them, in this area here, but probably not because these are really easy to pop over here. This area over here, and anyway, so Rob has dropped down a little bit. I think this one had been giving some guys some trouble. I think we had 4 or 5 failed attacks on it, so maybe Rob did know where those bombs are. Maybe he didn't, but let's just pretend that Rob had this as a fresh attack. So he can see that look, the queen is right here. Any hog attack, this is your strategic objective. Number one is to take out. Well, okay, number two. Number one is you take out the clan castle. Number two is you take out the queen, and then number three is you deal with the double giant bomb threats. So he has one double giant bomb threat down here, and he has one double giant bomb threat right here. So this one right here is in the same compartment as the queen, which is easily accessible by his jump right here. That's not going to be a problem to get rid of this double giant bomb set here. So you still have this one right here. What's a good way that you can do it? Well, Rob's been practicing his queen walk, so he's going to drop his queen down here, and then he's also been practicing his steering, so he's going to drop a couple minions over here. A couple of them are going to die. Unfortunately for him, there's an archer tower here that has a lot more air range than you'll see in a lot of the spread out, kind of more advanced bases. But he does a good job. He steers the queen over here. And then just because he's not sure how deep the queen's going to be able to reach in there, or whether she's just going to decide to walk around there, he needs to make sure that his hogs don't want to path here or here. Anyway, so he drops a couple of wall breakers here, and he carries a rage so that this kill squad is going to take out kind of this chunk of the base, and then his queen is going to be able to take out this chunk of the base. And as you can see, the remaining part of the base here is all going to have, there are no double giant bomb threats. So he's still going to have a heal there, and his 23 hogs is plenty to take out half a base. So let's go ahead and watch Rob's nice queen walk attack. So I think he does go for the lure here. I think right now he's trying to practice the steering more than adding the clan castle kill part to the queen walk. But that's a good next step. So let's go ahead and let's watch his queen walk. Nice drop there, because really that's the chamber he cares most about. Then he's going to drop a bunch of minions over here. Plenty to make sure that that archer tower isn't able to take out all of them before they can clear that trash away. It's a nice job there. So the queen's going to start firing at that. At this point, he's probably getting a little bit concerned about that gold mine being in the range. Takes out the dark elixir storage. His kill squad's going to move in there. It's going to take out the queen. There, that really nice jump placement gets you access not only to the queen chamber, that remember has a potential double giant bomb threat, but also that crossbow, which is potential threat to his hogs and all of his troops. So it's good to take that out. And there we go. The other he's going to drop the rage, and the queen's in no danger, so dropping it ahead of it so that he can maximize the damage potential of the rage on the queen is the smart move. If she had been taking a lot of fire, he would of course wanted to make sure that the rage dropped on the healers more so than the actual queen herself. But here, like I said, Rob's got pretty strong heroes. This is not a super strong base that is going to give him a Archer Queen 30 a lot of there's not a lot of concentrated damage on her, and just quick work of that base. At this point, the base is completely wrecked. His healers decide, hey, the queen hasn't been touched. I'm just going to go over here and make sure that the Burger King gets killed on defense, and then I'm going to follow around the hog packs just to make sure that there aren't any giant bombs hidden outside the base that are going to jeopardize the cleanup process. Maybe giving the healer AI a little bit too much credit there, but beautiful queen walk GoHo by Rob. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's watch another of kind of our staple attacks, but still, this is one of the attacks that has resulted, that I'd give credit for the success of the clan as a whole, and that of course is GoHoVa. Achilles, I think this is the first one that I've featured here. He goes with 6 Valkyries so that he can have a lot of hogs here. It's kind of a judgment call depending on hero strength and what the base looks like. This is a crappy base. You see it all the time. We've featured this similar attack on the Taylor a bunch of times, but that being said, if you are getting used to GoHoVa and you want to perfect your technique on it, this is how you do it. You pick a base that you know how to solve, and then you attack it, and you do it perfectly. And that is what Achilles does here. So the crappy part of this base is that that there are no double giant bomb threats. So you got a bomb here, maybe you got a bomb here. There might be one over here. I mean, all of these are pretty easy to pop. I don't think there's room over here. No, there is. So you have this trench here, but I mean that's just a stupid place for it. This is a stupid place for it too. So I mean, all your giant bomb threats are in stupid places. These obviously are going to be Tesla, unless you switch it up and trick somebody by putting a bomb there, in which case that's useless too. So I guess the strength of the Taylor is if you try to go in through the side here and quake it open or jump it open, then you have kind of a valley of death with all these defenses. But since we're not a clan full of stupid attackers, we don't do that, and we come in at the corner, which is the right move. So let me get Mr. Clicky back here and show you exactly what to do on this base. And this is what Achilles does. You pick the corner that is closest to the queen. You're going to break open a slot here. You're going to send your tanks, your golems over here, destruct some fire, drop a jump right here to get your Valkyrie into the core out these high damage, high hit point areas and the queen in there, and then you're just going to sweep around with hogs. You can get a little bit fancy and do surgical release if you want, but there's really no point to that other than showing off. But let's go ahead and let's watch the attack. So again, like with Rob's attack, any hog attack, your strategic objectives: number 1, kill the clan castle. So that's what we're going to do here with the double poison drop. That's going away probably early next week, but in lieu of that, he could have just sent these golem in and then made a runway out of poison to kill that dragon and the barch that was in there. So there we go, 1 bomb taken care of. Those archers, not exactly striking fear into that golem, especially a level 5 golem. So Valkyrie coming in, ripping up. There's the jump, nice placement. Let's kill our second objective, is taking out that archer queen. Let's go ahead and go into the core. Here, you usually want to, yep, there it is. So you want to drop that heal that as soon as the Valkyrie and the golem take that jump, into the core and start taking a massive amount of damage, and you risk losing sight of the Valkyrie, you want to make sure that you have that heal down. If you get the heal a little bit early, it's not that big of a deal. If you get the heal a little bit late, you're dead. So if you're going to air, do it on the side of dropping that heal in the core a little bit early. Nice job there by Achilles. There you see the hogs just kind of sweeping around. A bunch of the defenses are still, distracted by the golem. That wizard tower is going to give him a little bit of trouble, but no big deal. His heroes are still almost full strength by the time that his hogs take out the last defense. That bomb causes a little bit of a scare, but might have jeopardized the 3 once we go back to the 3 minutes. But here, no problem at all, and it's just a victory lap while he cleans up trash. So awesome job, Achilles, showing the perfect blueprint for a GoHoVa. And let's go ahead and let's drop down to Town Hall 8. I don't really give our Town Hall 8s much love because they do an awesome job, but Town Hall 8s for the most part are not a super exciting attack, and a lot of Dragloons. Mass Hogs are pretty overpowered, but at the same time, you still have to be a little bit smart about it. But once you realize how to do the hog attacks perfectly, they become pretty easy to do. Here, like with the Town Hall 9 attacks, you've got the clan castle. That's your objective number 1. There is no Archer Queen on Town Hall 8. Yes, he could have come here at the king. The king does do a lot of damage to level 4 hogs. It actually is a threat, much more so than the king against level 5 hogs. But he's got this big area right here, and he's got this big area right here, both of which look like they could have double giant bombs, and those are much bigger threats to his hogs than the king. So he's going to eliminate this one over here. I don't think it really makes a difference which one he goes after, but he's going to bring his golem here and a kill squad and get some penetration into the base. He could have just done a mass hog here, but at the same time, the golem and the wizards do assist with cleanup. If you bust open this wall and you get the golem into here, here you go, you've distracted this. If it goes a little bit deeper, you've distracted this one. Maybe you get a mortar, maybe you get a wizard tower, you get this archer tower. If it gets a little bit into the core, you get this as well. So it's not a bad idea to, even if you can do it mass hog wise, especially since if you slice this up into quadrants, here's a kill squad quadrant that you don't need the heal spell, and then here you have a heal for each of these other 3 quadrants. So it's still a smart attack strategy, even if you don't absolutely need the golem. Level 2 golem at Town Hall 8 is more than adequate. So really, like I said, he's going to chunk up this base into quadrants. So much like Rob did on his attack, this one is the kill squad quadrant. This one, he's going to send some hogs in here, put a heal deep, and he's going to send some hogs in here, put a heal deep. Some of these are going to be eliminated by traps, some are going to be eliminated by bombs, and he's going to send hogs in this one. And because he's already eliminated 1 or 2 bombs over here, he's by chunking it into quadrants and healing the ones that survive so that they can keep on moving around the base, he's he's minimizing the effect of any one giant bomb on his hog pack. If he had just sent a single pack of hogs around, then they could end up all getting wiped out by a giant bomb. So smart move by Panda Express. Let's go ahead and fast forward through the CC kill. There you got the golem coming out, tanking those archer towers. Make sure that they're in the middle. Then he's going to send his wall breakers. Sends the first one in case there's a spring trap or something like that, or it gets shot out. Pretty high level stuff for Town Hall 8. There he's got his king in there. Blows up 1 bomb. Turns out that there isn't a double giant bomb there, but he's taken out 1 of the 3. Then, like I said, here come the hogs. The hogs are coming in. There's the first 2 packs. He knows that there's probably some giant bombs there, so there we get rid of the third one, lose some hogs, but places a nice heal there, very high value. And he's going to send some more hogs in a surgical fashion, just 3 over there. There we're going to have 1 there while it's distracted. Again, nice heal there towards the center so that the hogs can maximize their damage. They are hitting pretty much every trap inside this base, but at the same time there's so many of them, and he's dropped his heal and he's released the hogs in such a way that the effect of any one trap is minimized. So really nice job, Panda. Showing pretty much a blueprint for the perfect 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 GoHo at Town Hall 8. Minion for the builder hut. Nice touch there. All right, so good job, guys. Until next time, let's go Terps.